I fired the man who held our company together and watched it all unravel. I still remember the morning Ethan Hayes didn't say good morning. For 12 years at Cascade Dynamics in Seattle, he'd been the first one in ops. Faded mariner's cap, travel mug of black coffee, nodding at everyone like clockwork. That day, he just walked past, eyes forward, straight to his dual monitors in the corner. No small talk. No hey, weekend good? Just silence. That's when I knew something in him had finally broken. I was Sarah Whitaker, brought in as Director of Operations Optimization, fresh from an MBA program, handpicked by the CEO's son-in-law to modernize the place. Legacy systems, bloated headcount, outdated processes. My mandate was clear: cut the fat. And Ethan, with his mysterious resilience drills and unbillable simulation hours, looked like the perfect place to start. He wasn't flashy, never asked for credit. But when the system lagged at 3 a.m., he was the one who fixed it before anyone noticed. When ransomware hit our Portland vendor 3 years back, his isolated test nodes kept customer data safe while the rest of IT scrambled. Nobody thanked him publicly. The board barely knew his name. That made him easy to target. I scheduled the termination meeting myself. Glass conference room, HR rep clutching her binder, Ethan arriving 5 minutes early with his badge already in hand. He listened quietly as I listed the issues: non-approved expenditures, undocumented simulations, failure to align with our new KPI-driven direction. He didn't argue, just slid the badge across the table. "You've got 14 minutes, he said, voice flat. I laughed. Too loud, too sharp. Before what, Ethan? Before the primary continuity job times out. I waved it off as drama. HR started the offboarding checklist. He walked out without another word. 14 minutes later, my dashboard froze. Not crashed, frozen, like it was waiting for permission that would never come. Slack looped. Vendor pings bounced. Procurement queues vanished. Nothing dramatic at first, just small failures spreading like cracks in ice. By noon, Asia-Pacific orders stalled. By 2, North American warehouses couldn't pull inventory. Regional managers flooded my inbox. Trucks idling, contracts evaporating, licenses invalid. The board called an emergency Zoom. Our CEO looked like he'd aged 10 years in an afternoon. Jake from infrastructure finally explained it in plain English. Ethan had quietly built mirrored continuity nodes years ago, air-gapped backups for worst-case scenarios. They only activated if the main admin vanished without a proper handoff. Once triggered, they treated every normal action as a potential breach until re-authenticated by the original instructor credential. That credential was Ethan's. We tried everything: override scripts, contractor logins, even reaching out through a junior who'd once worked weekends with him. No reply. Legal dug through old files and found signed audits, quarterly reports, emails going back 7 years, everything properly filed. We just never read them. Around 7 that evening, a single PDF landed in our legal leads inbox. No message. Just a log: simulation cycle complete. Instructor logout registered. Partial restoration approved for essential functions only. The next morning, key systems came back online. Not everything, just the parts that could stand on their own. The rest stayed dark until we rebuilt them properly, this time with real documentation and shared knowledge. I sat in my office staring at the partial green dashboard, coffee cold in my hand. Ethan never sued. Never posted on Glassdoor. Never gloated. He simply let the system show what happened when you remove the person who wrote the rules. A week later, I sent him a personal email. No corporate template. Just, I was wrong. We're rebuilding from scratch now. If you'd ever consider consulting on your terms, I'd be grateful. He replied 3 days later. One sentence. Not personal. Just protocol. Good luck. I printed it out and taped it inside my drawer. A reminder that real expertise isn't loud. And sometimes the kindest thing a person can do is let you feel the full weight of your own choices, so you learn not to make them again.